want to fuck Beyonce and Rihanna. We'll see which one of those things happen first.
Oh, we took a week off, but we back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Keyboard Warriors Live, presented by CageSide.com. I'm Laws Fred Kirby, shooting this shit. We constantly do this thing, man, where we start talking about fight stuff before the show even starts, and then we get like halfway through a topic, and it's like, shit, we should have been live already. So we're talking about Tommy Fury and Jake Paul. So if anyone here missed it today, which most everyone should have missed it, because honestly, is it really worth watching a press conference? But most of the time. But Jake Paul and Tommy Fury made a deal. At least Jake Paul offered it, and Tommy shook on it, right? Whatever that means to you. But the deal is this: that if Jake Paul beats Tommy Fury don't get paid. But if Tommy Fury beats Jake Paul, he gets double pay from Jake. And so as soon as I heard that, man, I was like, oh, okay, we're gonna get a draw. And so that got us into thinking about this fight itself, about Jake Paul as a boxer, and all that kind of stuff. So, and fuck, dude, you were right, dude. I forgot like half the shit we even said during that shit.
Yeah, listen, I'll be completely honest with you. I love you, Eddie, but I was tuned down a little bit when you were talking to me about that earlier. I didn't even I didn't even hear that fucking part of it.
Yeah.
So just to start at the beginning of this, not to be a fucking a Debbie Downer or a negative Nancy or what have you. But Jake Paul threw this out there, right?
Yeah.
Fuck, I like him. Shout out to Ohio. Shout out to Ohio. This fucking kid gets it. First off, again, I could be wrong, but I don't think you can do that. This ain't the WWF. Right. I suppose Tommy Fury can do the right thing and give up, but this shit goes straight to their bank accounts. Like the fucking bank and the promoters ain't like, yeah, this is all, we'll just have a big fiasco here. Like, these motherfuckers sign on the dotted line. They have contracts. Like, this shit is all done through lawyers and shit, right? Like, Jake Paul can't shoot his mouth off and make a bet, and then they're like, yeah, let's shake on it. I don't think a fucking shake overrides whatever the fuck are written on those contracts. This is not the WWE. We can shake on who's got a bigger dick and all this kind of bullshit like that. At the end of the day, take your fucking handshake to a court of law. Again, to be fair, I might be wrong like a motherfucker. Maybe a court shake does do some shit in the court of law, but I don't think so. Like, them handshaking don't mean fuck all to nobody, I don't think. Not for like, if I'm Tommy Fury and I lose, I'll be like, fuck that, I want my money. Yeah, I lied, goddammit. I want my money or I'll sue you.
Yeah. Here's the thing about this, man. And because we were talking about whether or not, like, what this fight does for Jake Paul, for example. And I know we're talking boxing, folks, but you know, Jake Paul having fought a bunch of MMA guys and beaten a couple of three MMA guys now, one of them twice. It's definitely a topic to talk about because this is wild shit. But now he's facing a legit boxer. So what I was saying is, I think it ends in a draw because at that point, Tommy Fury saves face, gets paid, and Jake Paul like doesn't lose to him, right? They go draw. Now if he beats Tommy Fury, fucking that's it. Floodgates are open. They're already talking about giving him a top 15 ranking or something like that, which is asinine to me. But if he goes all the 8 rounds, whatever the fight is, it's scheduled for, if he goes the whole way, then the narrative is there to say, well, you know, Jake Paul hung in with a legit boxer. Doesn't matter how good Tommy Fury really is or isn't. It's the perception. Because again, they're not selling to the hardcore, not even the hardcore boxers. They're selling to I can't even call them they're selling to the children. Like Jake Paul's like fan base is kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's about perception. It's completely about perception. So, you know, they'll keep it going. Everything. People will call me a hater for it, but I mean, you and I were talking before the hand. I think we both agreed Jake Paul should knock Tommy Fury out.
Yeah. So who out there thinks that fucking Tommy Fury is a legitimate boxer? I think we all call him a boxer because we have to. That's what it says on his Wikipedia page. He's also a fucking reality star. I mean, we just want to keep it a bean here. I don't want to completely discredit. For me, and maybe I'm on a fucking island here, but for me, I don't give a fuck about this because Jake Paul, like it or not, has outboxed Anderson fucking Silva. I get it. I fucking get it. Anderson was in his fucking late 40s when they boxed. I get it. But to be fair, it wasn't exactly Evander Holyfield out there. Anderson still looks good. He's still quick. He's still got some pop. He's won a couple boxing matches, and he's Anderson fucking Silva. I realize that Tyron Woodley is not the greatest boxer in the world, but he was like 38, maybe 40 or some shit when he boxed Jake Paul. Was he a little past his fucking sell date? Sure. But he's not exactly an old man with a sciatic nerve. I mean, listen, I think it's fucking time we put some respect on Jake Paul's name. Cocksucker gets on my nerves as much as he gets on anybody else's. The motherfucker flatlined Tyron Woodley. Again, let me fucking be very clear about this. He fucking flatlined Tyron Woodley. Mm-hmm. They weren't playing rugby, man. I get it wasn't MMA, but they were boxing, and he knocked him the fuck out. And then he went on to win a very clear-cut unanimous decision against Anderson motherfucking Silva, in which he dropped. Come on with all that dumb shit. He didn't hit him, man. Bullshit. He hit Anderson. He dropped Anderson. He won that shit, and ain't nobody complaining. I don't know whether I'm on an island or not, and I guess we'll see what happens. Maybe Tommy Fury's got something up his sleeve that I've never seen before. But for all of me, Tommy Fury can't hold Anderson Silva's fucking jockstrap. Now, that's to say nothing about who Tyson is, but Tommy Fury, as far as fucking striking goes, boxing or whatever the fuck, and again, I guess we'll see. Maybe Tommy Fury comes out and looks good against Jake, or Jake looks slow or whatever, and I eat my words. But I just feel like this is a massive step down in competition. Okay. And I feel like I'm not exactly the hardcore anymore. If I know this is a fucking fraud, and let me tell you something right now. Those motherfuckers in boxing, it's like boxing and MMA is like the Bloods and the Crips, man. We're a part of the same thing, but we are not the same sport or team. We don't do things the same way. We do not have the same fans. Like boxing fans are not stupid. Real boxing fans know that Tommy Fury is a shit rat.
Sure.
Make no mistake about it. Anybody who shows up to watch Tyson box or Canelo or Terrence Crawford or any of these fucking guys, anybody who knows their ass from a hole in the ground when it comes to boxing knows that Tommy Fury's not a real boxer. I mean, could he outbox me? Has he had some professional boxing matches? Sure. Man, I don't give a fuck. You know how many motherfuckers there are in Detroit right now that got a few professional boxing matches that have probably warmed Jake Paul up, that would fucking put Tommy Fury in a goddamn body bag? Yeah. They were fucking 19-year-old kids in Chicago, got about 9 boxing matches that'll beat the fucking dog shit. So, come on, man, miss me with that. He's a boxer. Man, he's a bunch of boxers. I go out and get me a few fucking smokers and be a goddamn boxer. What the fuck?
Okay, is this fair to say he's fought more boxers than Jake Paul has?
Is it fair to say?
Like, yes. What do you mean?
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what I mean. Okay. Wikipedia. We got some time now. Goddamn it. Wikipedia. Tommy Fury's motherfucking record in boxing.
I'm going.
Let's sneak a peek at Tommy Fury's opponents. Now I don't know yet, but I have heard that their combined record is like 3-110. Man, no. You should have been out there sparring motherfucking yoga moms or soccer moms.
The yoga mom. You remember that yoga mom, the big, the blonde chick that got her ass beat?
That's who he was boxing. I'm serious.
Bro, no, dude, he's fought more legitimate boxers than Jake Paul has. That's not even a question.
Well, bring it up then, goddamn it, bring it up.
I'm working on it.
Let's bring it up. If he has beaten some fucking boxers with more than 50-50 records, then goddamn it, I'll take it back. I'm giving a little goddamn credit.
Okay. Start off very first fight 10-102. What is it? Is that his record? 10-102? Yeah, it is. He fought a 10-102 guy.
Yeah, there you go.
No, wait, relax. It's his first fight.
And then 0-26. Hey, son,
226, 111. Okay, here's one. He knocked out a guy, or he beat a guy by points that was 10-1. Daniel Boy, whatever the fuck.
Man, listen, they paid him. Look at the rest of them.
Bro, it doesn't. How many padded ass like records have we dealt with in MMA and in boxing? Fucking all of them.
Listen, we good at math. Going back down that letter right there.
Bro. Okay, get the fuck out of here. Okay,
what's
we're back
the number? Down. So he got 10, 12, going up just a little bit. So how many wins do his opponents got? His opponents got,
let's see, 10, 12, 14, 24, 30. No. 30 including Jake.
30 including Jake. So, and how many losses do we got here?
Over 100, clearly.
So, yeah, well, there you go.
It's still more boxers, like actual boxers, than Jake Paul has fought. I'm just talking definition, bro. I'm not talking whether or not they're legit, like good. They're not clear their shit. Who's that one dude in MMA that's lost like 100 fights and he's still going? That one dude, like, there's a million of those guys.
Listen. If anything, now listen. I'll level with you.
I love this.
I'll level with you.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy Fury's 1-0.
Yeah,
he's 1-0.
Let's go with that.
Whoever the fuck Daniel Bukowski is, or you know what? Hold on. I'll be all right. He's 3-0. The 2-0 cocksucker and the 0-1 cocksucker. He's 3-0. Son, 0-9, 0-11, 10 and 142. Man, you can give them wins back to the Indians. I'll fight them motherfuckers tomorrow.
Okay.
Like, come on, man. That was.
I hear you, but come on.
Listen, I suppose we can call them boxers.
They're more legitimate boxers than Jake Paul's fought. That's my whole point. Again, we're both agreeing that Jake should knock this motherfucker out. Like, this shouldn't be a very difficult fight for him, right? Tommy Fury doesn't use his length very well anyway, and all that. And Jake Paul should be able to move in there and get in there and knock him out. But it's his first legitimate boxer that he's fought. That's just what it is.
So this is what I was about to say before we went live, right? Okay, yes.
Yeah.
I agree. I think Jake Paul should beat the fuck out of Tommy Fury, all things considered. Judging from who they've boxed in the past, I'm assuming Jake Paul should wear him out.
Yeah.
And then we potentially have a boxing match with Nate Diaz, which I think I wouldn't quite say would do gangbusters, but I think it'll do double to triple this pay-per-view.
I think it would do gangbusters, man. I think that'd be his biggest fight, personally.
Fair enough. Maybe
but we sort of agree on that. All right.
Yeah, it would be huge. I will grant you that. It would definitely be way bigger than this. So, right before we went live, I said the major problem with this fight is, and y'all know what the fuck's going on. We have an informed fan base here, and you will get this. You will get what I mean. I'm going to give you a fight, and this fight is the major problem with them doing Tommy Fury versus Jake Paul now. Okay. It is Gabriel Gonzaga versus Mirko Cro Cop. Now, for those of you that don't understand that reference, when Mirko Cro Cop was coming to the UFC from Pride, he was a bad lad. He was the most feared fucking striking kickboxer in Pride, and all of us hardcore cunts wanted to see him fight Captain America, Randy Couture, who was the champion in the UFC at the time. That was the fight to make. We all fucking knew it. It was the fight that everybody wanted. But we went ahead and let Cro Cop fight this Brazilian grappler named Gabriel Gonzaga, who he was certainly supposed to come in, have a showing match against, thunderstrike Gabriel, and build up this fight with Randy Couture. Well, again, maybe you little young heathens don't know what happened, but history went on to do what it does. This is not the WWF. Gabriel Gonzaga actually Cro Cop. He head kicks him, which was just fucking the sickest thing anybody ever seen at the time, because Gabriel, at the very least, was supposed to be a goddamn grappler. He comes out and with one kick destroys this mega fight. So if you're still not fucking with me, my point is, I'm assuming Tommy Fury is going to get fucking worked like a cheap whore. But on the outside chance that he doesn't and he knocks Jake out, this was a fucking bad decision. They should have just done the Nate fight. Do the Nate fight, get the bag. Jake has been very, you said before that Jake has been very Floyd Mayweather-esque in picking these fights. I think this is the first time he's not.
Sure.
This was a bad decision. There's no upside. If Jake comes out and knocks Tommy out in the first round,
no good.
I will say, well, of course he did. Tommy Fury came box. He ain't nothing but Tyson's little brother. He's a good-looking kid that was on a reality show. He's Tyson's little brother. So what? You knocked out. What a waste of time. This did nothing. Now, I guess if he knocks him out, it's a little bit more on the highlight reel if they do the Diaz fight. But if he loses, if he looks bad, if it goes the distance, God forbid he gets knocked out, it ruins the Diaz fight. It ruins
completely. Completely.
So,
no one's gonna care.
I think Jake will win this easily, but it's a risky fight for him, man. This is the first time I think this wasn't if I was him, I'm not doing this. I'm
Right.
lining the Nate fight up. I don't. Why would I box Tommy Fury at this point in the game? I just outboxed Anderson Silva, bro.
Now, okay. So, and just to wrap it up, because we need to move on to the Conor thing, but with this fight, if it ends up in a draw, like we can cement this whole everything's fucking rigged and written scripted shit with his fights, right? Like if this fight ends in a draw, that's what everyone's gonna say.
Yeah, I guess you would, but people
I
are
think.
fucking stupid. I don't think Anderson's taking any fucking bribes.
No,
If you
Anderson's not.
don't think he knocked out fucking Tyron Woodley, I don't know what to tell you. Like Tyron
Look,
ain't that good. He ain't that good of an actor. Let's be honest. I mean, like
he's not a good actor at all. Yeah.
No. I mean, so no. People will say what they want. I guess it'd be weird if it ended in a draw, but like, I don't think it's all set up, man. That's one thing I got to give Jake Paul. I think he's actually earned this, man. I do think he has.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm wondering if after this fight, haven't beat because I still think he beats him. I think my theory that it's gonna be a draw comes off the stupid bet that they made. But
Yeah.
that's just like I said, just theory. But I think he should beat Tommy Fury, and I think after that, now he has to live up to this whole "I'm a legitimate boxer" thing because they're talking about giving him a ranking and shit like that, and maybe go for a title in a couple fights. Yo, relax, like this motherfucker just got here. Mind you, there's a million belts in boxing. Like, he can get one of those, right? Just like there's a million belts in MMA, and every single one of them is called a world championship. It's the same shit. So
Right.
we'll see.
That's where I think Jake might be getting a little delusional. His idea that he's going to be a world champion.
Sure.
Listen, we'll see. But this is not the way to get there. I mean, I guess like, okay, fuck for you can fight Tyson Fury, but if you want to actually become a champion in boxing, you're gonna have to fight somebody way better than Tyson Fury in boxing, and not even not a Nate Diaz or Anderson Silva. You're going to beat somebody really good in boxing. You want to fight Canelo? Come on, man.
Fucking someone was talking about the Canelo and Nate Diaz were like talking about fighting each other, and I'm like, settle the fuck down. All right,
Yeah.
relax that shit. Anyway, all right, moving on. As we know, Conor McGregor, Michael Chandler, our TUF coaches, TUF 31 coaches. I actually got to see Michael Chandler in the media room last week. He walks in through the front where we're talking to, I don't know if it was Blanchfield or somebody else, but he walked in. We saw him go through the front of the Apex, and I was like, holy shit, it's Michael Chandler. He went out, whatever, and then we had just finished the very last scrum, and then he pops in, sits down with us for like 2 minutes and just shoots the shit. And I'm sitting there going like, there's only like 3 of us in there. It was like me, John Morgan, and the MMA junkie guy, Cold Coffee they call him. But we're all sitting there. He just comes in and just talks to us for like a couple minutes, just shooting the shit, not even like talking about fighting or anything. And he's all telling us like he can't tell us what they're doing, but they had started filming TUF and all that. Conor thing walked in later, but Conor's in there, he's coaching and all that, and a couple things happen. We'll talk about this one first. So if you guys remember, not too long ago, there was a lawsuit brought up against Conor McGregor by a woman who somehow ended up on his yacht, and she alleged that he physically like hurt her, right, hit her, whatever, and she jumped off the boat or the yacht, and she got picked up at the Red Cross and other stuff. Well, now today, the lawsuit was dropped, right? So everyone immediately starts going, is she gonna get charged for some shit? Is she gonna get falsifying whatever? Here's the thing: is nobody's talking about the fact that her car was torched. And on top of that, like someone threw a brick through her window, a handful of other intimidation tactics and all that kind of stuff. We know the alleged, connections, very alleged. The very alleged connection with what's his name? Whatever, with one of the fucking mobs or mafias, whatever, in Ireland, right? And then this gets dropped. It's a wild thing to see. Like, it seems like now is there a chance she made it up? Absolutely, there's a chance, right? Because like we haven't seen any evidence of anything, right? But like, is there a chance that Conor McGregor is just untouchable at this point, at least in Ireland, when it comes to like anything happening to him?
No. I listen. I don't know how much I'm not calling you a liar, but I don't know how much of that is true.
Sure, me neither. This is going off of the reports.
Right. I don't know for a fact that her car was torched. I don't know that I don't know that she was intimidated. I would like to think if they could prove that, like, bro, listen. And well, okay, so in Ireland, maybe. Fuck do I know about it, right? Fuck do I know about what they do in Ireland? Man, I know he's very fucking rich. That'll get you a lot of things in a lot of places.
Yeah.
Hate to be so much of a fucking homer here, but here in motherfucking America, baby, in the goddamn listen, we put Tyson in prison.
Yeah.
And we didn't put this Tyson in prison when that motherfucker was at his peak and he was a beast in boxing. Some host said he raped her, and I can't remember exactly what the evidence was, but I tell you what, Mike Tyson went to the penitentiary.
He went to prison
As and listen, Mike is Mike. Conor's Conor, but like if anybody in the fight game has been remotely comparable in fame and money and all that bullshit, it's Mike motherfucking Tyson. So I don't know, man. I don't imagine if this girl could prove that Conor McGregor raped her and beat her up and shit, that he would just like send his goons over there. I mean, I don't know. Ireland's not exactly fucking you know, insert fucking small fucking horrible country or something. I mean, they're a pretty fucking big country. I don't you know what I mean? It's not like some tiny country that Conor could just buy out. Ireland's a wealthy nation. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Of relative status. It's not North fucking Korea. You feel me? Like he ain't the richest, you know, he's not more wealthy than their fucking navy or some shit like that. So I wouldn't think so, man. But as far as being super rich and having power and just being able to manipulate things and people and shit, who the fuck knows? I mean, this is something that happens all over the world. I mean, we're going to talk about this here in a minute, the story with Conor getting the different guys, but and, you know, we talked about, we brushed on this with the Dana White thing. Let me be very clear that it's not like I'm rooting for the bad guy or I intend to victim blame or anything like that.
Right.
But I think people got to be a little bit more alert and aware of the fact that rich, powerful people do not live by the same rules as us.
Sure.
Being like, oh, well, that's rude. Conor did X, Y. I mean, this is what these fuckers with money and power do. They might have your mama killed.
It's crazy.
Because they can. Like these fuckers, bro, when you got millions and billions of dollars and power, you think, I mean, listen, this is a horrible thing to say. But if I got 200, 300, 400 million, you think one little hoe we're gonna let that bitch ruin everything?
Well,
again, unless you in America and there is unequivocal proof, like money is gonna talk and on some real shit, even in America. Probably didn't do Mike no favors that he was fucking a black man. You know, if you're the right color and you got the right money, you can get yourself out of anything on this planet. And that, I mean, that's just the way that shit sort of goes. Is it fair? Of course not. But like he's worth a lot of money, man. So of course he can do, you know, and again, this is going to sound real bad, but you know what my advice would be? Don't get on Conor McGregor's boat. Matter of fact, if you see Conor McGregor in Ireland, I suggest leaving him the fuck alone. Like, just if you want to be safe, don't go fool with that man. Because, and I mean, I'm being honest about that. Like, you don't want to be around somebody who is so wealthy they can make you disappear if you become a problem to them. You know, at a certain point, that sort of power should make you nervous. Let me go fuck a construction worker. Let me go fuck with somebody that I can have my brother come kick your ass if shit goes south. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me not fuck with this motherfucker that's got the money to have my whole family killed if something goes wrong and I can endanger him in some way. Like, you don't want one of those type of people not like it. Again, I ain't saying this is fair, but this is just a reality check. Conor's different. The money that he has puts him in a different bracket, and y'all gotta play by those rules, man.
Right. Now you're right. No, and that's the thing about the money thing is that money and power like can make you untouchable if you know how to use them right now. Again, we never saw any proof. I didn't see any proof. Maybe we put it out there. I just never saw it. But like you, if you're gonna make allegations, man, you gotta bring proof, man. That's when everybody. That's everything. With everybody from a guy working at a gas station getting accused to Conor McGregor getting accused. So you got to come up with that shit. But
If there was video, I know I'm asking a lot, but if there was video of Conor socking this bitch, ripping her panties off and raping her, I know but I'm saying, if there was video, do we think Conor walks?
No.
So there's your answer.
You're done at that point.
Is he untouchable? No. You just gotta get a smoking fucking gun, but like nobody's untouchable. Again, maybe in North Korea on some wild shit. But like, normal
Kim Jong-un, dog.
yeah.
Only that guy.
China, Russia, or North Korea, you might be able to pull some wild shit off. But the rest of the world, we have some sort of fucking semblance of decency in fucking place.
I hear you. Real quick, what's up, SG? How you doing, man? And Billy, Josh lives in the Duke City and he's on another podcast, so you could go find that motherfucker. All right. Yeah, so the whole Conor thing, this probably blow over pretty soon anyway. What was the other thing about Conor that came out? Fuck.
He kicked off some guys,
right,
and brought his own guys on the show.
So he's denied it, right? Which he should. I mean, there's no reason for him to even deny it. He could just be like, yeah, I did that, like whatever. Like they did. Now, mind you, they did lose a couple guys. I know Anthony Burchett was supposed to be on there, but he pulled due to some kind of medical issue. And then, there's a couple other ones, right? But there's been a couple guys that have come out and said like, yeah, dude, I got kicked off so we can make room for Conor's guys. And what are you gonna do? It kind of is what it is.
Okay, so again, bro, we have got to listen. I'm not saying that this isn't true, right? But what I am saying is, it's like with Islam getting the IV,
right,
bro? Dan Hooker took to Twitter and called Islam a cheater, and motherfuckers were.
It
was gospel. It was like a journalist printed it, dog. And there are still some motherfuckers out there. They're like, yo, Islam cheated.
Yeah.
Dan Hooker talked to a nurse. It hasn't been revealed yet, but it's a fact. He cheated. Like, I think people, and again, I'm not saying Conor didn't do this, but where's the receipts, bro? Show.
Right.
He said he didn't. I know, boy, motherfucker. Well, you're not Hooker Cock. Okay, but goddamn. What do y'all want from me? Where's the proof? We have rumors and innuendo, man. We don't let's at the very least wait until some sort of proof comes out. Somebody say, hey, I was in the house. They told me to go home. And this dude is on Conor's team. And that's who they replaced me with. And here's the proof of it. And Conor lied about it. At that point, we can have that discussion. And listen, welcome to that discussion, right? Let's say that's true. Let's say that happened. Again, C.A, dumbass. That the Ultimate Fighter has been on life support for a month of Sunday.
Right.
Make no mistake about it. This is a last-ditch effort to get us to watch this stupid fucking program again. And they're pulling out the big guns. The biggest gun they got right now. This is the biggest gun they pulled since they pulled out Kimbo Slice, God rest his soul, and Roy Nelson and all that whole season 10 where they pulled out. And that was a while. I watched that season. Hell, they might fuck around and pull me in for this one because of C-Mac. And listen, all due respect to Michael Chandler, it's not because of him. If you say, oh, well, why didn't Mike get a few guys? Because he's Michael Chandler.
Yeah.
And if you sit around going, well, that's not fair. Why would they let Conor? Blah, blah, blah. Again, bro, Conor is really popular. He's going to bring millions of eyeballs to watch this program. So newsflash, fucking dumbass, in the real world, when you're that fucking important, you get to sort of make your own rules. Now, again, I'm not saying he did or he didn't, but if he did, of course he did. Who amongst us would really be surprised? Conor probably said, look, check this out, bro. I don't want to do this. I'm doing y'all a favor. I'm doing y'all a favor by fighting. I could just quit and go rape broads on my yacht.
Right.
Fuck it. Like I'm selling whiskey. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to come back and fight. Now y'all want me to do this reality show for 3 fucking months to boost your fucking brand and this dead ass reality show that's been fucking played out for. So, okay, I'll do it. But what y'all got? Nah, bro. I got a couple guys. I got my little youngin, this bitch out, my side piece, her little nephew, little cocksucker, you know what I'm saying? So so if y'all want me, y'all gotta kick a couple of these cats out and make room for 3 of my guys. Now, again, bro, welcome to the real world, you little crybabies. Is that fair? No.
No.
But is that the way shit be going down? Like, yeah, that's how it be sometimes. Like, I would not be shocked if that was the case.
Look, it's the same shit with like, I mean, certain things that happen. Again, with the power and the money comes, you know, you could do certain things. So, like, Michael Chandler probably couldn't kick 3 guys off, honestly, and put 3 of his guys, but Conor definitely did, I think. So, either way, like you said, that's what we said. Like, it's not fair, but it is what it is. Now, I don't know if you mentioned John Jones or not a second ago, but I think you did. Oh man, did you see the thing? Because I wasn't going to talk about this, but I completely spaced on it. Just because I spaced on it. You see the thing where he said that he should get that win back, the DC win that he had because of the drug test, that he should get it back. Now that's not how shit works, so he's not gonna get that back. But he's like, oh, I should get that back. I should get that back. Like, should you though? Should you?
I mean, listen,
bro, come on, should you? Because I don't see it. Because
yes,
no. Because okay, look, the Matt Hamill fight, absolutely, right? You and I agree on that. The Matt Hamill fight, to me, John Jones is undefeated.
Yeah, that's not even a talking point.
Right, but if you want to try to overturn something, that's the fight to overturn. But come on, man, how you gonna test positive multiple times? And we're supposed to be, be like, feel bad for you, be like, yeah, we should get that DC fight back. No.
Well, I think you're leaving out a real compelling piece of evidence here, Eddie, to the argument.
What?
That no longer would count as a positive test.
Yeah, now.
Who gives a fuck? That means that y'all was means y'all was wrong then because y'all changed your own rule. How y'all gonna have a rule and bust daddy? Man, that's like being in jail for selling weed now.
That's exactly it.
Fuck that.
They're not taking it back. Dude, they're not. Okay, yeah, but they're not letting them out as a problem.
Well,
they're not letting them out though.
They should. And listen. To your point. They ain't gonna overturn. They ain't gonna overturn John's fight. No. he can say all that he wants to. They ain't gonna overturn nothing. No. But I think listen. To be fair, I'm talking shit. But I don't think he's completely wrong.
Sure.
If I was John Jones, I would be like, I fucking told you. God damn it, Steve. It was such bullshit that they don't even fucking bust you for that. It's exactly like weed. Man, if I got to put in jail for selling weed and then they legalized weed, but they tried to keep me in jail, I would be mad as a motherfucker. Yeah. Like, what the fuck? Somebody got caught with what I'm doing time for. They don't even get time no more. This is bullshit. I didn't cheat. Y'all just had some bullshit rules.
Yeah. Look, and the only reason he even brought it up, somebody made a tweet or something. I don't even know who the fuck it was, but he retweeted it, or he didn't even retweet it or screen cap it with the guy's name on it. He just like screenshotted just the statement, and he was like, "Fuck whoever." I didn't give no one credit for this shit, which makes me laugh. But let's see if I can find it. This might be it right here. Yeah. So he posted this screenshot that he took off one dude that I found the original tweet, but I don't really care to pull it up right now. It says John Jones should get reparations for his USADA suspension given the science changed and now tests under 100 picograms per milliliter, or whatever, ml, are not positive anymore. None of his positive tests would be positive under the current rules in 2023. His no contest against DC should be restored to a win. No, it shouldn't, because back then the rules are different. It is what it is, right? It's like, I don't know, you can make a million arguments with different kinds. Those things are different now. They should do this and they should do that shit. Yeah, great, cool, whatever. But that's not how that shit works. So, again, should he be undefeated? Absolutely. He didn't lose to DC. That's very clear. But that whole thing about let's just go back and everything. Dude, it's so crazy how time will change someone's perception or perception about somebody, right? Like, for years, everyone was like, oh, he's a cokehead, he's this and that. He probably still, and that perception hasn't changed that much. But now, because he's coming back as a heavyweight in a starved division, we're all like, fuck yeah, John Jones is back, it's gonna be awesome. And we need the stars and all that. Now everyone's like, well, yeah, but, the science changed, let's go back. No, relax with that bullshit. That's not gonna happen and it shouldn't happen, personally. But that being said, this aside, how fucking excited are you for John Jones to come back? Because I'm hyped for it. I'm legit hyped for it.
Listen, no, fuck that. John Jones, goddamn it, they done took that rule away.
Fuck that.
Fuck that. Goddamn it. Listen, Dagestani, Habib, Islam, Hamzat, fucking Africa with goddamn it, Fred. Listen, everybody, Brazil, all y'all had your time. Y'all got your people, but goddamn it, John Jones is one of us. He is a motherfucking American, and he is the goddamn GOAT. Miss me with that Habib shit. Miss me with that Habib shit.
I'm with you.
Miss me with all that. Miss me with all. Bro, the picograms was the only thing you motherfuckers had. That was all y'all had. That was it.
Picograms and the pregnant woman. That's all they had.
Miss me with all that. Miss me with the coke. Miss me with the white girls. Miss me with Matt Hamill. Bro, we got the GOAT. We gonna see next Saturday what happens. Cyril Gane might be able to do something with him, but if he can't, we got the living, undisputed fucking GOAT. That man is so much of the GOAT. Boxing don't even got an equivalent.
Nope.
Miss me with Floyd Mayweather. Floyd didn't fight them people at their prime. Floyd didn't fucking. If John moves up to heavyweight and gets that belt, I don't think Floyd did nothing of what John Jones did. John Jones is the greatest combat sports athlete of all time. That's the baddest motherfucker that ever walked planet Earth. And goddamn it, in a sport where everybody is very proud of their own, he is a fucking American from New York. Suck that, Dagestan. Goddamn it.
I should agree. John's definitely the GOAT. I agree with that. Anyway, yeah, no, you're right. Fuck, I totally have lost. Oh, what?
I'm glad this whole peak. I'm fucking ecstatic this picogram shit came out. That's all y'all had. Oh, when he cheated, blah blah blah. Nah, bro. That was some bullshit. That was so much bullshit. They flat changed that rule.
Watch him test positive now. It's gonna be funny. He won't.
Well, that would fucking kill me, John.
It would end. It would end the entire argument. Be gone. The entire argument gone. All right. Did you watch any of bare knuckle fighting?
I've seen the highlights.
I don't know where they were. I don't know where the event was, but
I rather enjoy the product though. I gotta say,
yeah, it's not bad.
I've yet to catch one live.
That was boring.
Just while it's happening live, I'm always like sort of catching the highlights and shit. But it does look fun. It doesn't suck.
So two things. One, let's just start with the lighter one. Trout, whoever, I forgot the fellow's first name, but he fought Diego Sanchez. They're saying that he greased himself, and I'm like, my first thought, and this is no disrespect to Diego Sanchez, but my first thought was, did you really grease yourself up to beat Diego? Like, the guy's already diminished as shit. Did you really grease up to fight Diego? Come on, dog.
I mean, listen, bare knuckles got a few different rules and all like that, but to be fair, this ain't George's greasing against BJ. And yeah, I know you did, George.
That's still wild as shit.
He cheated in that second fight like a boy. He took a bath in Vaseline like a motherfucker. He cheated like a motherfucker. I ain't never seen BJ's fucking rubber guard get pulled through that heavily. But that's neither here nor there. In boxing,
he was shiny as fuck.
I did see the highlights of that fight. Son, I don't give a fuck if he greased, did some meth or what. He was lighting Diego up.
Oh, he fucked him up.
The reality is he's an ex-professional boxer who boxed Canelo one time. Now, he lost to Canelo, but the man sat in there and traded with Canelo Alvarez. He's a really good boxer. He's past his prime, but Diego is well past his prime and ironically not a good boxer. A very tough guy, a great grappler in his prime, and a serviceable striker in his prime. Never a great boxer. So this was just, we all knew exactly what was going to happen, and it happened. You know what I mean? It was a goddamn car wreck waiting to happen, and it happened. Diego got fucked up.
There you go. Otis in the chat. What's up, Otis? Curtis Blades for Sergey Pavlovich for April 22nd. A lot of people saying Blade's going to win that shit. Nah, I think Sergey's going to knock him the fuck out. But we'll see. All right. We got very little time. Like at most 20 minutes, at best, like at least like 10. So we'll see how it goes. But what was the other thing I want to talk about? God damn it, my brain is so fried, bro. This week's been crazy. Yeah, but the fucking Greg Hardy knockout. Did you see that shit?
Yep.
The world cheered. Like when he got knocked out, man. I tell you, the Twitter blew up happy as fuck that he was knocked the fuck out. That was crazy. But man, this guy can't fucking succeed anywhere. Like, he just can't do anything. It's crazy.
He's not a good boxer.
He's not. Clearly. He's not a good fighter at all.
He's not a good fighter. I mean, he's a big guy. Again, that's tough, and under the right circumstances, he can kick a little ass. But in general, tough break for fucking homeboy.
All right. Again, back to the quick hitters here. What are your thoughts on? Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot this was made. Charles Rivers, Beneil Dariush, May 6th, UFC 288. Badass fight.
A banger of a fight.
Yeah, Gelton Almeida was judging. Why would Almeida take to fight?
That's a good fight too.
That's a really good fight. Jota Almeida is like Brazilian light heavyweight or / heavyweight Habib.
Yeah.
You know, it's for lack of a better fucking term.
Sure,
But
sure.
Rosenstrick's a bad motherfucker, so it's gonna be nice. What are your thoughts on people saying that Dustin Poirier should get the next crack at Islam Makhachev?
I don't know who should over Dustin. I mean, am I
So
missing something?
what they're saying is okay. So what they're saying is that first of all, people are saying that Alexander Volkanovski should have won that fight against Islam, right? Now, the reason I say no on that one is because you don't get points for getting your back taken and throwing hands behind you. That doesn't mean points to me.
Yeah,
to me, like you were being controlled and you were doing little rabbit bullshit. Right?
Shoulda, coulda, wouldas. You know what I mean?
Right. Like, on top of that, like they get mad at the UFC and everybody else. Like, bro, y'all were in Australia. Get mad at the judges for not knocking it towards your boy.
I don't know about Islam and 55, but my problem if what we're heading towards here is people are fucking funky style because they feel like there should be an immediate rematch with Volkanovski and Islam. The problem with that is Yair Rodriguez, ladies and gentlemen. Problem with that is Yair had a very impressive performance on that very card. So at the very least, Volkanovski has somebody at 45 willing and ready that's actually a very credible threat to Volkanovski. I think Volk will be favored to win that fight. But Yair is one of these dangerous type characters that has a chance against anybody. He's just that wild type of he can beat anybody on any given night. So you got to do the Volk and Yair fight at this point. Listen, it was a good fight. Volk came real close. You can argue he won. He didn't win. You know what I mean? What are you going to do? He's got a very credible challenger at 45. And in that case, I don't know. Yeah, Poirier at 55 works. I mean, again, you got Oliveira and Dariush fight. And if Oliveira gets that win solid, or maybe even Dariush, I guess, whoever gets that win, if it's a solid win, you probably have a challenger there.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, if Islam wants to stay busy, I mean, are we going to be upset that Poirier's fucking fighting Islam? I mean, I think Islam would win that fight and should win that fight. But I think, again, Poirier's a lot like a Yair type character where I don't think you could just put him out of any fight. I mean, fucker's dangerous, Jack.
I'll tell you what, man. I think everyone, after watching the Volkanovski fight and then earlier on the Saryukin fight, I forgot who Islam fought. What happened? What Volkanovski did really well against Islam when he was getting taken down is he used a butterfly hook to stop Islam from mounting or getting any kind of base on those takedowns, and he was able to get back to his feet. So now everyone's going to be training the fuck out of that lightweight division, trying to get fight against Islam. But yeah, I think I want to see Islam go defend it against somebody else in lightweight, and then have Volkanovski go unify the belts real quick. Whoever comes out of that one, and then at some point we can revisit a rematch between Makhachev and Volkanovski. Sure enough.
If it makes sense, then we'll do it. It doesn't really make sense right now. We did that. It was a close fight, but you know, you can make a pretty clear-cut case that Islam won. I mean, you can argue that Volk won, but you can't argue that Volk won clear-cut, unanimous, like Volk just died. You can't make that argument. So, you know, fuck off with all that shit.
I think people just don't like Islam to the point where not everyone just takes Dan Hooker's allegations as like gospel, which is fucking wild to me.
Yeah,
because, I mean, listen, and it's funny. You know how many DMs I got for saying all I said was like, "Look, cool." The Australians say they got Dan Hooker, and all the Aussies say they got proof. Great, let's see it. Let's see the proof. I'm cool with it, right? I'll believe you if you show the proof, right? And people are hitting me like, "Well, you know, no, they don't. You don't see the proof. The results are enough of proof." No, they're fucking not, dude.
Right?
He didn't.
No,
you know what I mean, like, come on.
Exactly. And listen, truth be told, for me, I do believe him.
Yeah,
I believe Bobby Green.
Yeah, me too.
I believe that them goddamn Russians have been cheating for years. I believe that Vladimir Putin be letting them cheat.
Bro, there's an entire documentary on Netflix with that shit.
So I can go along with that, and I believe that. But to your point, at the end of the day, who gives a fuck what some Joe Jerkoff like me believes?
Right.
You gotta have proof, or it's not. You know, a whole bunch of dummies out there believe the world's flat. Prove it, dummy. Prove it, dummy. Prove it. Fly with a plane to the end of the world and put that shit on YouTube and prove it.
Yeah.
Boy, I wish I was from, what's the goddamn show me state? Missouri?
Missouri? Is it?
Boy, I wish I was from Missouri so I could say that shit. I'm from show me state. Goddamn it, show me. That's what I want. Show me.
You were fucking spot on, Missouri.
Fuck no, I ain't from goddamn Missouri, but I like that motherfucker saying, goddamn, show me state, show me. Don't talk about it, man. If dude cheated, I believe you, but show me, prove it.
Show me.
Show me where he cheated. Show me that receipt so we can put that down as a fucking fact and not just
exactly
some shit we heard, man. Shit.
That's exactly it. All right, a couple minutes here left here. Let's go over some very fucking quick headlines. There's not a lot, dude. Just a lot of people talking about this upcoming UFC card this weekend. So we got UFC Vegas 70 on Saturday. We got Bellator 291. I'm assuming it's gonna be like Saturday morning for us because it's in Dublin. Jesus Christ, in Dublin. And then we have Fury Paul this week. There's plenty of fucking face punching to watch, motherfuckers. So y'all go hit that up. We're not Cageside Live. We're Cable Worse. We're not going to break those fuckers down for you. So, go for it. But hopefully, I think Cageside Live will be back either next week or the week after. We'll see. But, anything else you want to touch on before we get out
of here? No. I guess just next week, just to give a pre-warning, we probably won't be around. I'm going to be busy Friday.
Right.
But because it's such a big fight Saturday, we're going to try to jump on here Sunday
show, folks. We'll try to make it happen.
Yeah, especially, regardless, we're going to hop on.
Yeah.
But boy, let me tell y'all something right now. Keep it, boy. Y'all better, you lucky if I don't fucking tweet a picture of my hog out again. If John Jones comes out and smokes Cyril Gahn, boy, I'm telling y'all right now, y'all better tune in Sunday because I'm coming to talk some shit,
bro. If John Jones will tweet a picture of his own hog out, dude, you ain't to do it for him, bro. He's gonna do it. He's gonna be like, also, hey, he gonna do it with the heavyweight belt right next to it. Just
where are they at? They in Vegas.
Vegas.
Oh yeah. All the white girls and all the cocaine's getting done in Vegas if John Jones wins that belt. And you know what? I fucking love it. That's our guy. God damn it. That's how an American does it. We'll come in, win this goddamn belt, go get drunk as fuck at the strip club, do an 8-ball blow, have a fucking orgy, and wake up and do a press conference tomorrow. The fucking baddest man on planet Earth, the goddamn go-to-mall from New York, John fucking Jones. Y'all better pray to God he loses so y'all don't hear my mouth, goddamn it, because I ain't shutting up. Y'all ain't going to be able to tell me nothing about no Habibs. Y'all ain't going to be able to tell me nothing about no Anderson Silvas. Y'all ain't going to be able to tell me nothing about no goddamn body. If fucking John Jones wins that heavyweight belt, it's the end of the discussion. And y'all ain't got that picogram shit no more.
Out the window. Real quick, last one. Fred, should OSP be getting his walking papers like William Knight did? Did you watch any of this last weekend?
Nope. What happened?
Okay, so OSP got caught by Philippe Lins and got knocked the fuck out. But he also has in his last, so he lost to Lins, got a split decision over Shogun, not Prime Shogun. And then 2 in a row got finished by Tanner Bowes and Jamal Hill.
You can stop
dude. Yeah, he's done.
I say you could have stopped right there.
He's done.
Yeah. No. Yeah. OSP had some good wins in the UFC.
Yeah.
He had a good, but you can say that about a lot of guys. Listen, Nate Diaz just essentially got his walking papers, and he's had a way more prestigious career than OSP. Yeah. Sorry, bro. It's a shitty business, man. And OSP's a great fighter, and relatively liked amongst the fans, but he's not exactly a fan favorite either. Again, if you're like a Matt Brown type character, you can really sort of juice that shit. But if you're not one of those guys, nah, you can't go on a losing streak like this, bro. You're gonna find yourself in Bellator.
He probably will. That's the thing about OSP. But William Knight, I know you didn't see. William Knight's a giant fucking heavyweight. He's just he looks like a bodybuilder. We asked him on Wednesday how much he could bench, and he said 455. For 3 reps. 455 is what I deadlift for 1, dog. That's my max rep. And I've never done it again because it hurt my back. But bench pressing that shit. But he went in there and basically got leg kicked till he lost. He barely threw any strikes, dude.
Who
got cut. No, William Knight. William Knight went in there against Marcin Prachnio, however you say that. And Prachnio just leg kicked him repeatedly, and William Knight he didn't throw shit for an entire round. And then by the time he started throwing, it was too late. His leg was fucked. So, and then he got cut. He literally got cut. He probably got cut that night, but he got cut Sunday or Monday, whenever it was. So should he get cut because like William Knight did? Not for the same reasons, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think again, the UFC is easy to hate on, and there's a lot of things that you can say that they do wrong or whatever. But they're the best, man. I love these people like, oh man, but this Bellator champion or this one. Look, man, yeah. At any given time, could you cherry pick a specific matchup in a different organization where maybe things might go this way or the other?
Yeah.
But this is the question you have to ask yourself. If you took roster versus roster, what happens? And I know there's a lot more guys in the UFC, but let's just say top 10 versus top 10.
Mm-hmm.
You see where the numbers go down.
Yeah.
The very top guys in Bellator might win against some of those UFC guys, but in general, the UFC is the absolute cream of the crop, man. And this is MMA is the most purest combat sport. It's the purest fighting art form we have, short of giving these motherfuckers knives and weapons and shit. So I think sometimes people undervalue exactly what being in the UFC means, man, and what it takes to reach a high. I mean, when you see somebody fighting for the belt in the UFC, and we like to bag on a lot of these guys and girls and shit. And listen, sometimes they deserve it, sometimes they are boring, sometimes they're. But, bro, you got to be good. You got to be real good and real tough to make it in the UFC.
Yeah.
With all the bullshit being said, these are the fucking best on planet Earth.
Yep.
These are the best and most talented fighters on planet Earth. So, yeah, you can't be up in here losing. You can't be bringing no half-ass game. You'll eventually get your ass hurt. There's some fucking, there's a few dogs everywhere, but when you get to the UFC, bro, there's some dogs. Some fucking dogs.
Big time dogs. I fucking love this green screen. Look at this shit. Ready? Sorry, I just noticed a line. You see this?
Oh, yeah,
It's like I can have like a ghost behind me. Yeah, no, that's the thing about the UFC, and everyone talks about like trying to get back, the guys that are out, and then the guys that like, and I know we're fucking we're out of time, but like Ray Borg just signed with Bellator, I think, and Ray Borg was great in the UFC, and he found himself out real quick. So, so like you said, it's the highest you can get to. So, by the way, did you know very quickly, Kevin Lee's back in the UFC? He resigned.
Yeah. Yep.
That's fucking dope. That's good to see. So hopefully he does well.
Again, I think if you actually are talented and you're that good and still able to do it, if you get outside the UFC and you win a few fights, you'll be back. I think Mighty Mouse can come back. I mean, again, most people, if you win the fights and shit, they'll give you an opportunity again. Arlovsky went out and withered away for years and fucking came back and almost made a run at the title.
He found a new chin somewhere too. All right, very quickly. Henry Cejudo, Aljamain Sterling, 288. Otis, correct me if I'm wrong. That's fucking wild. 4 years. Is it 3-4 years gone? 3 years?
Love it. Yeah. I mean, there's that. So that's interesting.
It's super interesting.
On the surface, I love that fight though, man.
Yeah.
I love that. Dude. I love to bag on little ugly Henry, but he's one of those guys, man. He makes the sport fun. He's talented, mouthy, just as cringy as he wants to be. But he's fun. He's fucking fun.
He wants to call himself C4 if he takes his title. I can't hate on the nickname. It's fucking it's so good.
I hate him. I hate that. I hate him. Yeah, I'm glad he's fucking back. Glad he's fucking back. But
you know who's training with? He's training with Demetrius Johnson. DJ's here in Arizona training with him. That's kind of wild.
He's smart, man. He's good. And he was the one helping John train for this fight too, man. I like to bag on Henry, but he's a really smart, talented dude, man. So this is
all right. What's your prediction for Jones versus Gane?
GSP vibes, man. Mixing in the takedowns, knowing when to hit him. I think that we see John use his wrestling in a way that we haven't seen it in a long time.
Damn sure should.
I think so. I think he fights smart. I think he neutralizes Gane, and I think once he gets him down and gets on top of him, I think you're gonna that old Fedor shit that you owe me money, sucker. Like I think I could be wrong, but I think John's going to get him on the ground, and when John gets him on the ground, it ain't gonna be like Francis on top of him.
Ooh.
No,
not at all.
So I think ground and pound stoppage.
Same thing. Same thing. I don't know what round, but same thing. Clinch on the fence, find the double leg, drop him on his ass, and those John Jones elbows that nobody fucking talks about for some reason. Those are deadly ass weapons, and that's just gonna end up gone wide open like a slice of cheese, and it's gonna be game. All right.
Yep.
Well, it's going to do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to everyone that tuned in. Otis, SJ, everyone that tunes in. We love the fuck out of you guys. Make sure you guys follow us on all the things. KitchenPress.com for all your MMA news. At Keyboard MMA for the show. At GemCDJs for Fred. I'm at Eli32. Shout out to everyone tuned in. We love the hell out of you guys. We'll catch you guys on the next one very quickly. For the fella that asked about Josh. Nah, he's not affiliated with this podcast, but he watches every damn episode, and I appreciate you for the view, little dipshit. So catch you guys later. Good night, and good night, Wilshire.